Welcome to excelmacroclasses.com. In this video, we will see how we can send custom email from Excel to individual. So this will be in two parts. So the first part will be we need to export the data in separate file, and then we need to attach the data in email and then share it. Okay. So in this, what we are going to see here is what we will have. So using this tool, we can attach the file, we can add data in email body from attachment, we can use custom range to get the data like this. So we will talk more about on this thing. Okay, and we can use some more keywords using this tool. So let's go and check how this tool is working. So here I have data which look like something this, and I have to share this data to the supervisor. So all the supervisor I have listed here, and so when I want to share it with this person, I only wanted to share this much data. Similarly, if I want to share to Farina, I need to share only this much up to here. Okay, so for that, what I need to do is I need to export this data in separate file, and then I need to attach it. So to export the file, to split the file, what we can do, we can click on this one, and here macro number 113, export data in files, click on this. Under this, we have to go with option number 3, export data from data table to new file, and we don't want unique number in file name, and this data is starting from E column. So based on E column, I want all unique data as a separate file. So it is starting from E1. Okay, click on start. Here if you notice, total it has found 8 user, and out of 8 it is working on each user. So once it is done, a folder will get opened, and it will show okay, all these files are listed here. So here we have 8 files. Now we will close this option. Another option, the first phase is over now. Okay, now second is we have exported the file. Now we need to attach the file in separate email. Okay, so let's go and run this one. So macro number 119, send custom email, multiple type email, click on this. Here we have so many options here, so let's go and understand this first. So what is first option? Close file. Close file, it will work on all closed file. Second is attach option. So if we want to attach the file, we need to check this box. Third is data in email body from attachment. So if we want data from Excel file, okay, so like here, whatever data is here, same thing to be pasted in body, email body. In that case, we need to take this checkbox, data in email body. Okay, data range. What is data range? So in email body, which data you want to copy? For that, if we say all, it will copy entire data from Excel file. If you have a specific range, you can mention in this manner like A2 colon G100, or this address can be changed, of course. Instead of A2, you can put B2, C2, B5, something else. Another way is if you have start point like A2 and you know the last column name also, but you are not sure about the last row number. In that case, you can use these keywords, these variables. This always start from opening bracket and closing bracket with a double bracket. It has to be in this format only. So double bracket beginning and double bracket at the end. If we use this keyword, it will get replaced by the real value from Excel. So it will identify the last row and put the value here. Similarly here, it will identify the last column and it will get replaced here. If you are not sure about the last column name and last row name, in that case, definitely you can put like this. So ultimately, the range should be like this only. So first column name, row number, colon, column name, row number. Okay. In recipient, here we can manually type any name, or dynamically, if you want, we can use these keywords to be here. So what are these keywords is like cell address. If you have any name, any value in any specific cell, you can mention that. So in this case, just need to replace these letters. B2 will get replaced by C2, C100, any cell you can mention over here. Similarly, we will have file name. So whatever is the file name of the file, so like here, so like I have these files and I know these are my username and I want to use this name. Definitely a file extension is not needed, then it will avoid these file extension. Okay, so it will get replaced if we use file name as a keyword anywhere in email body or in to or in CC or in subject, anywhere. If we use all these keyword, this will get replaced by the real value. Similarly, we have sheet name, username. Okay, last row and last column will only be used for data range. Another is data from attached file. This is a keyword which will place your data to the right location in email body. Okay, so let's go and check. So here we have data. I want to use all data, so whatever is in the file. This is not the file which it is going to pick it up. Path, from where I want to use all file, so this was the folder, so let's go and I am making here. Okay, so this is the path. Now I want all the data. I also want data in my email body and I want to attach the file as well. Now hi, my sheet name is same what name is required, because whenever we exported this file, the sheet name was this only, and similarly file name is like this only. So here I can use either sheet name or file name. If you have any value in your specific cell, you can use that cell address as well. Now this keyword is important to place the data from Excel file to this location. If you don't put this value here, this checkbox will not make any sense. Okay, so when we are saying okay, we need data in email body, then this keyword will help that at which position we want this data here. You can move this thing up, down, or anywhere. Here I am using cell address underscore h2. h2 will be here. It will pick the name from candidate column. We can use anything. So let me pick from B2. B2 is LBSTS. This value will come from the exact file. This is consolidated file definitely. But I'm just telling you this, the value will come from here, which place. Okay. Next is into section. You can use hard-coded values. So Excel macro classes at gmail.com. Okay, like this. Or you can use, so this will get changed. So let me move this thing from Control X and I'll paste it here. Okay, so suppose these names are constant and I don't want to change. If you want to add any more name, you can add it. Oh, this got deleted. Otherwise, it will not make value. So, subject is hiring report for Jan 2021. If you have any value, if you want any value here to be here, maybe you can use. So, let's say hiring report for Jan 2021 and so I want to put some value from F2. So I'll use F2. So it will add one location, the first location, whatever is there in the real data. Now these are set, okay, and we just need to execute, click start on this and the magic will happen. So let's click on this, start. Yeah, it started working. Let's wait for a few seconds. It will be done. So this is done. So name is coming from two variables. One was file name, another was sheet name. Okay. Another is, this is fixed. Excel macro classes, this is fixed. And we are getting some value from cell address F2. So it is coming Mumbai, if you notice. So Mumbai is coming from here. This is column F and this is this particular row cell is F2. Okay. This position is basically defined based on this keyword. If we move this thing from, if we move this keyword from here, if we move this keyword from here to up, then definitely this statement will go down. Here some value is coming, that is because of h2. So let's go and check what is in h2. This is e f g h. This is coming from here, h2. You can use any other keywords instead of these things. Okay, so this is drafting email. Right now we are not sending emails. So once these options will enable, maybe in future version, directly send email, so it will draft and send it directly. You don't have to review. And also we are going to work on save configuration. So once you have all these settings ready, you don't have to change anything. It will start picking and start sending the files. Okay, so let's go and understand once again the keywords. What are the keywords available with us? So these are the keywords which can be used in this tool. So cell address, up to here it will be constant, it will be fixed up to underscore. So you just need to replace b2, b3 or with any cell address. If you need file name to be used, the real value of file name, just simply put this keyword. If you think your value is in sheet name, you can use this one. Username, it's a self-explanatory. The name by you logged in into the system, it will pick that. Data from attached file, this is basically for the position of your data in email body. Last row, it will calculate the last row count in data. Last column name, it will pick the last column name based on your first column. Okay.
If you find this video useful, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.